Hindi siya resistance. Sa outline ng virus. Flat of door. Ano ka? Yes, depth of the foot of sole. Okay, or the cavity preparation. Ano pa? Okay, so you have to bevel the sharp angles. Ano yung pag-bevel natin? Facial-pulpine angle. Ano pa? Gingival margin. Ano pa? Ito lang yun. Di ba hinihingi ko? So, to 3 degrees. Okay, resistance and convenience. Tama. 2 to 3 degrees. Ano ulit? Yes. Gingival floor should be horizontally oriented. Ano pa? Anong size ng gingival floor? Yes, kasama po yun yung depth ng gingival floor. Kung masyadong malapad, diba? O masyadong manipis, it will result to fracture of your material. Ano pa? Yes. Ano pa? Supragingivally located. Though sometimes, because of the extent of caries, nagsasubgingival siya. Pero, you have to remember that a subgingival cavity preparation is hard to fill. Hindi nyo nakikita kung minsan pagpapigilagin, i-grind off nyo. Kasi matatamaan nyo talaga yung dilagin. So, it's more difficult to do a subgingival preparation. At the same time, harder to fill. Most of the failure of either amalgam or composite is when we have a subgingival restoration. Pag nasa ilalim ng dilagin, hindi mo kasi nakakontrol na laging basa because of the crevicular fluid. Okay. Ano pa po? Meron pa ba? Ano pa po sa axial wall? Okay, the height of your axial wall should be 2 to 2.5. Okay, ano pa?
Purple forms flat uniform.
Okay, sinabi na yung flat, yung sa'yo yung uniform, hindi pwedeng bako-bako siya. Para yung mga ginagawang road ng DPWH. Iniisip ko nga dapat dentista na lang ang ilagay sa DPWH. Okay, so next question na pala. So the next question are, what are the factors that would contribute to your outline form? Tatlo lang yan. Ha? Sabi ko lang factors that will contribute to your outline form. What dictates the outline form? Anatomy of the tooth. Diba? Pareho ba yung shape ng cavity press nyo sa molar upper, pasaluwet? Okay ba? What dictates the outline form? Kung ano yung ngipin na ginagawa nyo. So, anatomy of the tooth. Another extent of caries. Diba? Kung maliit yung caries nyo, pareho ba yung outline form yung malapad ng caries? Ano pa? Ang sinasabi mo sa akin yung criteria, yung Esper. Ano pa? Ayun yung criteria. Ano pa? Material that you will use. The shape or outline of a cavity prep or amalgam may be different if you're using glass ionomer or composite. Okay? So yun. Pamuli, anong tanong? Importance of converging vocal and lingual words. Ang ito nagkamali. Naman. Oh. This is vertical. This large and okay? But in the laboratory later, we will continue yung iba sa inyo, may repeat practice. Palimbo kayo eh. The others will do the preparation for the class 2. You will notice that there will be some comments. Oo. I-improve nyo. Pag walang repeat prep, hindi nyo, walang improve, repeat prep lang. So I will not check again those with no comments of repeat prep. Yung repeat prep, you have to submit again. Madami repeat prep, malapad, malalim. Okay? So, konti lang naman, di naman lampas mga daliri ko. So, the others, I will make you responsible in making it a little na. Yung iba sa inyo, magaspang, oo. Medyo walang undercut, medyo hindi converging yung vocal o lingual wall. So, i-improve nyo na lang, okay? Before we do the filling, okay? So, mamaya mag-cavity preparation tayo ng class 2. Kasi, feeling ko marunong na kayo class 1. So, mag-class na tayo. So, in the lecture, we're going to leave the discussion on amalgam and its preparation. We are going to move on to another chapter in your life. Dentistry. So, ang first topic natin after the orientation is about color and its perception. Okay? So, when we talk about color, ano bang color? Bakit may kulay? Shade ng liquid. O bakit may kulay? Bakit ito? Tingin natin puti, ito blue. Ay, ang galing-galing. Scientific ang bata. Okay. Color is how light is reflected on a particular object and how our eyes would perceive this reflection. Okay? That is why there are people who are colorblind. Bakit? Because yung faculties in the eyes that are used to perceive this reflection are a little defective. Okay? So, basa.
Response of the human visual system to light and the interaction of light with objects. The stimulus, sometimes referred to as a color stimulus. The aspect of the appearance of objects and light sources that may be described in terms of color, lightness, and saturation.
So, kaya meron kita kayong iba-ibang type ng kulay. Hindi lahat ng red ay ganun yung red. Diba? May dark red, light red. Diba? So, may light blue, yellow blue, yellow green. So, yung perception natin sa color is different based on the hue, chroma, and value. Okay. So, yun po yung pagtutuunan natin na pansin. So, hue, chroma, and value. So, these three are known as the dimensions of color. So, pag sinabi natin, dimensions of color, ito yung hue, ito yung value, ito yung chroma. So, I think you are quite, tawag dito, oriented or know about the Munsell. Okay, Munsell color wheel. Nakikita niyo yan. Sino ba ang nag-arts naman kayo sa grade school? So, tinuro sa inyo yan. Hindi tinuro ng teacher. Wala kayong arts sa grade school. Hindi kayo pwede nag-painting. Ha? Wala. Hindi tinuro sa inyo si Munsell. Actually, because you would notice in the Mansell system, color system, nakikita niyo yung different colors or different shades of the different dominant color. So makikita niyo doon yung nag-fade from dark red, papuntang light red, may makikita kayong gray red, diba? Hindi nadagdagan ng itim, papunta doon sa lighter color. The Mansell system color actually also lets you see these 3 dimensions. Okay? So, yung 3 dimension of color, ang view kasi is, ay bakit isa yan ako? Yan, okay. So, when we talk about hue, this is the dominant color. Pag sinabi mo anong hue niya, ang sagot, blue, red, green. So, yun yung hue. Okay? The dominant color. So, in our shade guide, ang hue is given letters. Kaya may A1, A2. Okay? So, A, B, C, at D. Okay? So, yung next dimension, okay. So, the next dimension is value. Sa value, it is the interplay of the lightness of the color. So, yung isang side, okay, mas dark, kaya dark red, yung isa is light red. Ang ina-add dito is not the absence or the presence of the white color, but the absence or the presence of the black color or the gray color. Okay? So, black to gray scale. Kaya makikita niyo doon, mapula yung nasa left side nyo. When you go to the right side, it becomes grayish or darker. Ang tawag dyan sa dimension na yan is value. Okay? Now, when we talk about chroma, okay, yung intensity ng kulay, okay, gaano siya ka-saturated, mapula ba o medyo mapula lang. Ibig sabihin, may dagdag na puti pa siya or purong pula. Okay? Saturation. That is what you call chroma. Kaya pag sinabing very saturated siya, ibig sabihin pulang-pula yan o blue na blue. Pag sinabing 1 lang yung saturation niya, parang pinkish yung kulay niya. Kasi maputi halos. So, yun yung saturation. So, as the chroma increase, so inversely proportional siya. Yung value would decrease. Yung chroma umaakyat, yung value bumababa. Kasi, pag ang value, di ba sabi natin yung value, mas maitim, mas mataas ang value. Di ba? Mas lighter yung color, mas mababa yung value. So, kaya, inversely proportional siya na chroma natin. So, the higher number on the Vita Classic shade guide would represent your increased chroma. Kaya kunyari, yung A1, okay, mas lighter siya kaysa sa doon sa A4. Si A4 mas saturated. Okay, mas matindi ang kulay niya. Okay? So, actually, hindi naman natin masyado kailangan yung mga violet ganyan. You don't really see this in the shade of the teeth. Okay? When we talk about the shade guide, or what we see as or perceive as the shade of the teeth, when we talk about the hue or the dominant color, ang nyo dyan, reddish brown sa Okay. When we see, kunyari, yung A, ang color, ang dominant color niya is reddish brown. When we say na ang shade niya ay B, reddish yellow. Okay? Kapag C, mas gray siya ang kulay. Pag letter D, reddish gray. Kaya yung D, mas mukha siyang maitim. Kasi pula na, gray pa. So, ang ano na lang yan, ang interplay na lang yan is mas saturated ba siya? Okay? Or mas lighter siya. So, mas ano ba yan? Mataas ang chroma, mataas ang value. Pag yung value may grayscale to dark, bali ang value light to dark. Okay? So, yung value niya, kung A1, mas lighter siya. A4, mas darker. So, pag sinabi mo A1, sabi natin A1 reddish brown. So, light reddish brown ang A1. Ang A4 is dark reddish brown. Nakuha? Okay, pag sinabi natin chroma, yung intensity niya, gaano ka, alam niyo, ang term namin sa Batangas, papusyaw. Pag mapusyaw kasi, hindi intense yung pagka-red-brown niya. So, bali ano lang, slight, mo lang napapansin yung red-brown. But pag A4 siya, pansin na pansin nyo. Okay? So, ganun po. So, because we have to deal with shades every now and then, they have developed tools to determine the shade. Kasi ang hirap naman, sabi mo, oo, medyo reddish brown siya. Wala kang proof that what you are actually perceiving is actually reddish brown. Okay, reddish gray ba yan? O gray ba yan? Wala. So they develop the color matching tools and instruments. Okay. So, yung early shade guide na ginagawa nila was derived actually from tooth colors. Alam na naman, sa bakok kinuha yan, di ba? Okay, naisip nila, mahirap nga naman mag-determine ng color without having this particular tool. So, what they did was to average, parang they tried to find the general color among the entire population. Okay? So, si Clark introduced, okay, the custom shade guide in 1931. So, binase niya siya sa Mansell U, value, and chroma. So, this particular first custom shade guide was based on the visual assessment of the human teeth. So, binase rin niya sa human teeth. Okay? So, tinignan niya kasi yung Mansell. Dahil sabi niya, yung Mansell, napansin niya, nagda-dark, nagda-light, nagsa-saturate or very intense at not so intense. Except at yung natural dominant color niya. Doon niya ni Clark binase yung paggawa niya ng shade guide, which is kind of hard. So si Sproul, okay, in the early 70s, suggested that an ideal shade guide should consist, okay, colors or shade tabs that are well distributed, logically arranged in color space, preferably based on the Mansell color system. Kasi si Clark, haphazard niya ginawa. Sabi ni Sproul, bakit hindi natin ayusin? Let us organize the shade. Okay? This was in the 1970s already. So, you would surmise that during the early days, hindi masyadong particular about shape. Why is that? Because during the 50s, 70s, anterior restoration, okay, was composite of that was not really very good. Okay? We use posterior amalgam as posterior restoration and glass ionomer during the 60s and the 70s. Glass ionomer for the anterior. Kaya nga, pag medyo malalaki yung lesion, they usually would do porcelain preparation as jacket. So wala masyadong aesthetic restorations because of the inavailability of materials. Okay? So, kaya nila dinidevelop to not because of restorative or operative materials. They were developing the shade for the porcelain. Dahil karamihan nga gumagawa ng jacket at FPD, wala masyadong restorations for anterior. If you will try to look at the history of anterior restoration, you would notice na madami naglalagay ng gold sa anteriors. Kasi nga, wala masyadong magandang aesthetic restorative material. Okay? So, in the mid-90s, and nyo, na tayo sa 90s, Miller acknowledged that the material of the shade guide should be the same as the restoration. Kasi, the earlier shade guide were porcelain. Kasi, saan ginagamit siya? Sa porcelain jacket. Okay? Now, when composites were being developed during the late 70s and the 80s and the 90s, they never thought of making a shade guide that has the same material as the composite. Ginagamit pa rin nila yung Vita shade na pang-porcelana. Okay? Not knowing that the type of restorative material affects the shade tab, magkaiba yung pinapakita niyang shade sa'yo, depending on the material. Okay. So, anong advantages of the visual shade guide? It has a lot of these advantages, but it is the most famous because it is the most convenient. Actually, hindi na rin. Oo. In selecting tooth shape. It is cost-effective, mura kasi siya. But not very mura kasi ilang libo rin siya, di ba? And it is readily available. It, at some point, proficiently matches the color as long as there is nothing wrong with the one trying to look. Okay? May problema, observer, patay tayo. So, if you would look at the bigger text at the bottom, so the selection of tooth color by shade tab method completely depends on human eye observation. So, because alam niyo naman ang human eye natin, medyo merong kahinaan, then we could surmise that some errors may occur. Okay? So, yung disadvantage, madami kaysa sa advantage. Now, color shade guides differ for each manufacturing company. So, I would suggest, kung bibili kayo ng Tokoyama ang gagamitin nyo, shade guide. Kung bibili kayo ng Ivoclar ang shade guide nyo. That's why they have mentioned that the material, the make of the material actually affects the shade guide. Okay? Kung Tokoyama ginagamit mo, gumagamit ka na ibang shade guide, it may differ. Not very drastic in difference, but yung keen eye mo would know na merong difference. Alam niya, sa kakatitig nyo ng kakatitig sa ngipin, you will develop this keenness of actually looking at good and bad restoration. Sakit nga natin yun eh. Kasi pag nanonood ka ng sine, ng TV show, hindi mo na naiintindihan yung kwento kasi tinitingnan mo yung mga ngipin. Oo. As much as i-deny nyo, pansinin nyo, pag may nagsasalita, tumitingin ka na ngayon sa ngipin. Ay, ayoko siya, kaming ipin. Pero pag ang ganda ng ngipin, titibok ka ganun ang puso mo, no? It really affects your perception of the beauty of the person. The tooth-colored material used for restoration may not be identical to that of a guide. So yun na nga, gamitin nyo parehong material. Okay? Use the same shade guide with the same material. Shades in the guide are not logically arranged and do not cover the volume of color space that exists in the natural delineation. So, madaming inimbento ng mga shade guide, and yet, you will find some shades that are not in the shade guide. Anong gagawin nyo? Maghahalo ka ng sarili mo. Okay? Artist ka eh. Bakit yung nagpipinta ba? Basta pinipinta yung pula. Di ba hinahalo-halo nila? What are you? You're a scientist and a artist. Diba? Science and art nga eh. Hindi po pwedeng puro science. So, number 4, a standard shade guide is made using synthetic resin and has greater thickness than that of a crown. If it has a greater thickness, then it would appear darker. Diba? Pag mas malalim ang tubig, mas madilim. Kaya kung suswimming kayo, pag ang kulay ng tubig, maitim, malalim na malalim yon. May giant lapu-lapu sa ilalim. Nakakita na ba kayo ng giant lapu-lapu? Kinakain mo. Alam niyo yung mga ngiti nila, malaki pa sa daliri ko. Oo. Eh, may giant lapu-lapu pala. Breeder kasi siya. Nanganganak na madaming lapu-lapu. Ang ulo niya, malaki pa sa pinagsama-samang katawan nitong tatlo. Ang laki niya. Parang balyena. Kakatakot. Eh dahil bata pa ako noon, hindi ako natatakot mamatay o tumutuloy ka doon sa maliit na manipis na bamboo. Oo, tapos sabi mo, giant lapu-lapu. Ayun. So, number 5, a shade guide tab would reflect and transmit light. Okay, creating translucence and an appearance of vitality. Kapag naglalagay kayo ng restoration na napaka-opaque na walang translucency, mukhang patay yung ngipin. Okay? However, for a restoration, light is reflected and is less likely to be transmitted. Okay? Which makes the restoration appear dark, dense, and opaque. Okay, that's why minsan pareho kulay, but because the restoration has not much translucency, then it would appear not the same color. Kasi for example, if you put your restoration extending up to the incisal angle, which is more translucent, okay, and extending more on the mission and the distal, which have a lot of enamel, it would look not the same. Parang mas maitim siya, pero actually tama yung kulay, ano lang ang kulang? Translucency. That is why uso ngayon, may translucent shade, may enamel shade, okay? Kasi you have to look at the two as if parang sandwich siya, parang burger. Okay? Yung dentin, yung patty nyo, yung bread niya, yung enamel, yung lettuce, yung incisal shade. Nakalitaw dun sa incisal. Kaya nga, are feeling or doing your preparation on a young child, mas mahaba at mas malaki ang incisal na translucent. Kaysa sa, kasing tanda ko, senior citizen, lalagyan nyo ng incisal. Wala na po kami noon. Dahil naupod na. Nagka-attrition na kami. So, more opaque na yung aming incisal. Okay? Now, problems associated with perceiving color with the naked eye would include first and foremost the environment. Especially kung mga babae, pasyente nyo, ay pati nga ako na lalaki na nag-lip balm at lip shade. Minsan yan. May lipstick, sabi ko dun sa pamangkin. May lipstick ba yung lalaki? Sabi ko, ay, huwag kang mainit. Eh, kung minsan kasi orange yung muso, namukhang bang orange yung muso na. Oo. Eh, sabi, when your patient, kaya nga sabi ko babae, kasi lagi sinasabi ko nasa ano, eh ngayon uso kasi naglalagay na ng lip color kung lalaki. Uso siya. Hindi ba kayo naglalakwat siya? O hindi ba napapansin? O, hindi. Kasi madilim. So, when you are treating a patient, make sure that you ask your patient to remove the lipstick or yung lip color because it will affect how you perceive the color of the teeth. Pag mapula yung lipstick, it would appear whiter. Kasi, nagko-contrast siya against the tooth. Okay? Now, pati yung suot. So what we do, we put a bib against the suot. Ang suot niya, dark orange. Ang suot niya, bright red. Na-affect ka nun. Okay? Remember, you're just perceiving the color by sight. Kaya po pwede kang ma-affect. And then there's the problem of metamerism. Metamerism is how you perceive color depending on the light source. Okay, nga pag nasa tube kayo, na iba-iba yung kulay, di ba sabi mo, hindi nakapula, sabi nung isa, hindi parang parang maroon ang kulay ng suot. Because of the color of the light source. Kapag yellow yung light nyo, iba yung tingin mo doon sa ipin. Kapag fluorescent ang kulay, iba rin yung tingin mo sa ipin. So it would depend on the light source. I will tell you later what is the ideal light source. Isa pang disadvantage is the observer. Okay? Basa. So, wag na kayong sa amin, kompetensya kung red yun o pink, alam namin. Ngunit, magaling naman kayo sa value. Oo. So, hindi namin kayo aawahin dyan. Okay. Next. So, mas magaling kayo tumingin ng color kaysa sa akin. Okay? Then?
Many people are affected by color blindness. In fact, up to 8% of all humans, knowingly or unknowingly, may be affected by various levels of hereditary color blindness.
Kaya nga, madali namin kay Maroko. Sabi namin, hindi yan dollar. Oo. Peso lang yan, kaya binibigay niyo sa amin kasi hindi kayo makakita ng green. Oo. Okay, fatigue can also affect the ability to take shades accurately. So kapag pagod na yung mata mo, nag-clinic ka, 3 a.m. pa lang, nag-clinic ka na. Tapos may kukunan ka ng shade ng 10 p.m. Parang awa mo na, ask somebody else to take the shade. Okay? May eye fatigue. Actually, when you're looking at the shade, ilang segundo lang yan, 5 segundo mo lang titingnan. Pag mas tinitigan mo siya, mas may error. Okay, ganyan. O, Mamahinga ka na, ulitin mo ulit. Okay? Huwag mo siyang tititigan ng matagal. Kaya pag yung estudyante namin tagal mag-shade guide, mag-shade determination, magkakaproblema kami dito. Hindi accurate. So, various medication can also affect the ability to see color accurately. Kung diabetic ang dentista, medyo may problema sa mata yan. Okay? And although they may only affect color perception slightly, they still would make a major perceptive difference. Yung light at dark lang, pag nilagay niyo yung composite, kita niyo yung restoration. Pangiti, o may chiclet doon. Maputi. Okay? Eyes can be mistaken by illusions. Kala mo maitim, pero actually maputi. Optical illusions and contrast effects often tend to hide the nature of the color. Okay? So, bago kumuha ng shade, kailangan linis yung ngipin. Malinis. Okay? You have to do oral prophylaxis before doing your shade guide determination. Okay. Meron ba kayong mga kapil dyan? Okay. So, I would want you to write whatever you see on the TV screen. Okay? No copying because it will affect the test. Huh? What part lang? What part lang? Okay, pag kayo ang check, kaya anesthetist ko, para tayong tindahan sa Sanctum Island, Batanes, anesthetist ko. Okay. Are you ready? Ready. Okay. Tingin na ha. Nagtanggal na si Mr. Okay. Yan ang nangyari. Okay. Sulat nyo lang kung ano nakikita nyo. Kung lagay nyo babaeng sexy or whatever. Anong nakikita nyo. Ay, ang tagal mo, Mr. Kasi nakatingin. Next. Sulat lang. Okay, next. Okay, next. Okay, next. Sorry po. Okay. Review tayo. Check nyo ha. Ano nakikita nyo? Check. Check. Okay, next. Six. Check ka ano lang. 26.
73.
Sabi na mo?
Gambay ka dito dito. 12. 15.
Meron ba sa inyong hindi nakita yung karamihan ng bukod? Ha? Meron sa inyo hindi nakita yung karamihan ng bukod? Okay. So actually, meron akong pinupuntahan na site to check yung color, kung may color blindness. Actually, you don't really see all the colors. Meron talaga. Pero meron normal at meron abnormal. Pero may color blindness. Okay. So, Kasi napaka-liit ng portion. May colorblind rin na babae. Siguro may mga Y chromosome yun. Oo. Pero, ayun nga, 8% ang populasyon ng lalaki may color blindness. Okay? So, alam niyo, kasi pangalawa kami ginawa ni Lord, mas perfect kasi kami. Ay, wala kayong gagawa. Kiniit muna kayo sabi, may imperfection. Let us perfect the second, person. Ay, yun. Na-perfect kami. Yung sa nga nagkasala. Oo. Kumain ng apple. Patay. Oo. Dinarosahan tuloy ng panganganak ng masakit. Okay. Currently available shade cups. Ito po yung mga mabibili nyo sa market. So, yung medyo mura yun yung white classic. Yung nakikita nyo yung dala-dala lagi ng mga estudyante namin. Nilabay at tooth guide, 3D master. Ito na yung may hanay na very particular about kanyang value and you. Okay? And the chroma scope. Okay. So, yung Vita Classic yan, hanay 16 tabs yan. Okay? So, it is grouped into 4, A, B, C, at D. Okay? So, may limitation siya, yung Vita Classic shade natin, in comparison to your Vita 3D Master shade. The limitation of the 16-tab Vita Classic shade is it does not really tell you much about the value and the chroma. Okay? So, but it pumapasa naman siya in terms of the shade. Okay? Yung 3D Master, ito yung commonly used kasi siya number 1, pinakamura. Okay? Kasi yung 3D Master, ganito po siya, nakahanay na siya. Nakikita niyo ba yung sample? So, nakaano siya, nakahanay na yung pare-pareho yung yung value. Okay? So, it is a systematic colorimeter distribution. Mas madami siya, 26 shade tabs na siya. So, the shade guide is organized based on the 5 primary value. Okay? Pag sinabi natin value, lightness and darkness, papansin niyo lahat ng light nandito sa isang side, lahat ng dark nandoon sa kabilang side. Nakuha? Okay. Then, the value groups are arranged. Ayun na nga. The manufacturer advocates a 3-step process. Ang ginagawa, titingnan niyo muna yung value. Ibig sabihin, light ba yung lipid o dark? Okay? Ang sunod, kukunin niyo yung chroma. Saturated ba siya o hindi? And lastly, yung color. Reddish brown ba siya? Reddish gray ba siya? Gray. Okay? So, ito po yung step. You select the appropriate value muna. So, titingnan nyo, light ba siya o dark? Okay? Then, step 2, you select the appropriate chroma. Okay? Saturated ba siya o hindi? Ang saturation niya, makikita nyo dun sa hanay. Okay? Dito, ay, hala ko. Wireless, hindi. Yan. Okay. So, titingnan nyo yung saturation niya. Okay, dito. Kunyari, kung yung napili nyo, tingnan nyo. Gaano ka-saturated siya. Okay? So, medyo bright, reddish brown ba siya o mas lighter ang kulay niya. So, pag ganon. Initially, ang select nyo pag ganon, di ba? Pag mag-select na kayo ng chroma, pag ganon na. Pataas. Okay? Yan yung 3D Master. Para pag nagtrabaho sa ibang dental clinic, marunong kayo maggamit na. And then you select the appropriate tube on the Vita 3D Shade Guide. Kasi minsan, okay, makikita nyo, halos pare-pareho yung lightness niya dito sa grupong to. You're just going to select yellow ba siya o mas reddish siya. Yun lang yun. Okay? So, ganun yung pag-select nyo na kulay na ang titignan nyo. Mas gray ba siya? Mas brown pa siya? Ganun na yung iisipin nyo. Hindi mas light ba siya o mas dark? Hindi nyo na iisipin nyo kasi na-select nyo na initially. Yung ano natin, yung classic natin kasi halo-halo na siya dun sa isang sheet cup. Yun yun. Ito pinaghiwa-hiwalay nila. Then the ChromaScope, what they do here is they do the numbering system. So this numbering system will be used to identify the shape. I haven't used the ChromaScope, only the Vita. Yan yung medyo uso dito sa Pilipinas. So, kung bibigyan mo ako ng ganyan, aaralin ko pa rin siya. So, it is organized in groups. So, pansinin niyo yung ano niya, in terms of view. Si Vita, ginugroup siya, okay, yung 3D in terms of, value. Diba? Ito, in terms of view. So, based on the kulay. So, pag 100 ang number niya, mas maputi. Pag 200, yellow. Pag 300, orange. Pag 400, gray. Pag 500, brown. And when within the group, as chroma increases from 10 to 40. So, 210, ibig sabihin, mas lighter yung chroma niya. Hindi ganun kasaturated siya. So, medyo mapusyaw na yellow siguro. Okay? So, as you increase 240, then it becomes a more saturated type of yellow. Okay? So, ayun po yung ChromaScope. Then we have yung Shofu. Okay? Natural color concept. Alam niyo naman yung mga Hapon, lagi may sarili sila. The system now consists of 208. Okay? Ang nito, binlend nila yung mga kulay based on the 38 basic shades. Okay? So, ang sinasabi ng manufacturer ang Shofu. Ang Shofu is known for their glass ionomers. Okay? So, ang pinapropose ng manufacturer that these blends are logically arranged in the lab color space according to the Munsell chroma and value. Now, the shade guides and veneering materials are made of the same material to avoid the effect of metamerism. So, ang Shofu, gumawa sila ng shade guide. They say that is not very much affected by metamerism. Okay? So, hindi masyado siya dependent kung ano yung, affected kung ano yung kulay ng lamp mo. Okay? So, eto po siya. So, custom shade guides cannot encompass the entire range as I have told you before. So, it is useful for only 85% of the color selection na mamimili natin. And its alteration or preparation of custom shade tab is necessary for the remaining 15%. So, yung shade guide nyo, tutugma lang siya sa 85% of the population. At swerte mo, pumupunta sa clinic mo yung 15%. Okay? Thus, merong method by which we make our own shade tab. Okay? So, it can be composite resin, ceramic, or acrylic materials are usually used to fabricate our custom-made shade guides. So, ito yung mga choices nyo. So, shade guide modification can be performed using surface colorants or by surface ablation. So, fine line markers and colored pencil may be used to produce minute variation. Ibig sabihin, yung custom-made sa pasyente mo lang yun. You cannot use it for other patients. Okay? Kasi nga special yung 15%. Okay? So, here is an example. This is Tokuyama Custom Shade Guide Instruction. So, si Tokuyama, this is composite. Okay? Meron siyang dito, material where you can use to make her own shade guide. So, ito po yung lalagyan nung gagawin yung shade guide. So, there's a cover cup, okay, that you can fill up. Okay, ito. Ay, hindi nyo. Ako lang ang nakakita ng tinuturo ko. Okay, ito po. Yan yung lalagyan ng composites. Okay? So, what you're going to do is you're going to fill that particular indented area with your supposed composite na gagamitin nyo rin sa pasyente nyo. So you will fill, okay, the root portion of the mold with your composite. Yung root portion na. Insert the handle, hindi nyo i-cover yung entire crown portion. Yung cervical lang ang lalagyan nyo muna ng composite. Then you insert the handle so that particular area of the composite will hold the handle. Okay? After which, okay, fill the remaining portion of the mold with your composite. Okay? Remove excess space and flatten the surface. I-flatten nyo lang siya. Okay, press minor strip on the composite. So, lalagyan nyo ng minor strip on top of the composite. And then you will close the cover. Okay, after ma-close nyo, you cure. And then you open the cover, remove the handle from the mold, ma-flip out nyo yung ano. And then you label o Sharpie ang ginagamit. Okay. You will label. Okay. And set finish handle in the holder. So, yun may holder siya. So, that particular shade is custom made just for your patient. Okay? So, then we clean the mold. Paano kung may mga incisal, ganyan, dito pwede nilagyan ng enamel shade. Okay. Yun yung madaling ano. So, there is such a thing as Dentine and extended shade guides. So, yung classic shade guide nyo, or even your 3D ng Vita, has made the extended shade guide. Ano itong mga extended na to? Ito yung A1, bleach. Ito yung masyadong mapuputi. Alam niyo naman sa Amerika, gusto nila kulay multo yung ngipin nila. Ayaw nila yellow yung ngipin. Anyway, mapuputi naman sila. Mapangit naman kunyari sa akin, nag-bleach ang ngipin ko. Oo, 25 miles away pa lang kayo, kita niyo na yung ngipin ko, puti. So, this is what they actually prepared. Ipapasok niyo dito. So, meron siyang extensions. Okay? In addition to your classic shade guide. Okay. So, we also use the direct application of composite. Okay? what we do is we directly apply a composite on the tooth surface, okay? Small amount of composite in the area of the tooth anticipated for the restoration. Oops, I forgot. My computer does not have an eternal battery.
Kaso nangyari din yan sa akin. O ngayon nangyari na.
So what do you propose? Ano oras na? 12. Sandali. Tatapusin lang natin. Then I will let you go. So that is then... Ano ba gusto nyo? After na lang ng lunch break natin. Pumunta tayo. Before na lang mag-ano tayo, mag-laboratory. Kasi ngayon, baka nagla-lunch yung mga ano, baka nagla-lunch yung mga I would suggest, lumapit kayo doon sa dental system. Para ma-experience yung scan. Ito kasi yung scan. Yung yung direct application of your composite, you have to realize that the dentin gives the color of the tooth. Tama? Yung enamel, may bahagyang kulay, but it is more translucent. So when we are getting the color of the tooth, hindi lang siya isang shade. Because especially if you're doing a class 4, through and through pa yan, okay? Ang nangyayari niyan, kukunin nyo yung cervical shade, which will tell you the color of the body or the dentin. Okay? The middle shade will tell you the color of the enamel. And the incisal third will tell you the color of the translucency. Okay? So, tatlong shade yung kinukuha laki. Okay? Kung medyo 60 years old na yan, pwede na lang dalawa. Dentin, enamel. Walang yung incisal shade. Ano lang ang nila sa computer nila. Okay. So, when you do the direct application of the composite, huwag nyo i-etch, hindi nyo matatanggal. O, ibad nyo pa, limas lang hindi matatanggal. When you are doing the direct composite application, wala, hindi pa unprepared pa yung ngipin. Okay, nilinis nyo lang. Lalagay yung composite so that you can just remove it with your excavator. Tatasik na lang. What I usually ask my students to do when they do direct application of composite, I ask them to get a picture. Okay? Colored, tapos black and white. Okay? Yung black and white, makikita nyo kung tama yung value. Kapag yung composite nyo nawala doon sa picture, tama yung value niya at coma. Okay? Yung color, para makita nyo kung tama ang hue, yung kulay. So there, you will have to pick. Digital naman yan eh, hindi naman nyo i-print. So when you are determining the color, take a picture. Okay? Especially if you're using the direct. Okay? Para mas may record ka nyo kung tama o mali. Nakita nyo na siya? Okay, then we go to the digital instruments. There are two digital instruments. Ano natin, it includes euchroma and value. So, it can measure color by measuring the transverse values under fixed illumination. Okay. And observer condition. Huwag niyo na akong tanongin, nasa loob yan. Oo. The light source, actually integrating the sphere and the detector, are the key optical elements. Yung colorimeter, actually, when they made it, they mimic, okay, yung perception natin sa mata. Oo. Yung mga nag-invento nito, hindi nanonood ng K-drama kasi wala silang magawa. Oo. In-invent nila yung colorimeter. So they are mimicking how the eyes would perceive the color. Okay, may mga filters sila so that they would see how light is being transmitted and reflected. So a system for visually matching a color under standardized condition against the three primary colors, red, green, and blue. So the three results would be expressed as X, Y, Z, and are called trismulus values. So, though lalabas doon sa, doon sa, tawag nyo dito sa window, yung mismong shape, A1, 2, A. Okay? But they are based on yung tatlo nga, yung X, Y, Z. Medyo technical siya. So, ang spectrophotometer analyze the surfaces of the color. Okay? That's some analysis. So, it measures the amount of the spectral reflection. So, sabi nga nila, ang colorimeter would measure the amount of light absorbed. Ang spectrometer would measure the amount of light absorbed by a specific wavelength. So, kapag i-compare nyo, ano sa tingin nyo ang mas accurate? Dalawa lang naman. Mamili kayo, A or B. Hindi kayo magpupunta sa purgatorio kung ka, mamili kayo. Ha? Spectro. Kasi yung isa, it sees the color in its entirety. Yung isa, mas specific siya kung anong kulay. Eh tayo, yun yung gusto natin. Right? So the spectrometers are reliable and accurate overall. Okay? So parang ganito po itong nakikita ng spectrometer. So, kung madaming yellow yung ngipin mo, madaming red, yun yung i-absorb na niya. Si colorimeter i-absorb na lahat ng kulay doon sa. So, ito po yung mga example ng spectrometer. Okay? They are able to identify the different shades in the different areas of the picture. Kasi sa spectrometer, oo, ang ganda na ngayon. Lalagay mo ito. Gusto kong tingnan mo yung kulay. So, lalabas siya. Siyempre, mahal. Ayaw mga kamigili na cellphone na yun. I-check mo yung okay. Then the digital cameras, as I had mentioned earlier on, you can also use this for color determination. Okay? So, actually, yung digital cameras, adjunct lang siya. So, kung pwede shade guide ka o may direct, and then you use it to record. Kasi kung minsan, medyo yung mata mo ay medyo hindi nagre-record ng shape. So, ayan. So, it provides a thorough and precise picture of the tool surface and it is also useful for color mapping. So, later, magagawa tayo ng color mapping. Okay. siguro mga meters. Okay. So, we have hybrid devices. Pinagsama-sama nila yung mga advantages of the different digital shade guides. Okay? SpectraShade provides a combination of digital imaging and spectrum photometer analysis. It uses the ClearMatch software. Mas malinggit siya. Okay? And it's a hardware independent product developed for use on all personal computers, medical window platform, almost any digital camera. So, gagawin mo lang sa pasyente mo, i-shoot mo, then siya yung magmamap ng color mo. So, the instrument will do the mapping for you. Okay? Kaya, iniisip nyo yung ngipin, isa lang yung kulay, napakadaming kulay ng ngipin. So when you are doing aesthetic dentistry, you're not just dealing with a light red, brown color, but actually it's a mixture of different colors. Okay? So, yun. And pwede colorblind kayo. At hindi ba kayo nagtatanong, paano po pag colorblind kami? Hindi na po pwede maging dentista. Hindi ka lang pwede maging aesthetic dentist, pwede ka maging surgeon. Ito pwede rin. Oo. At kung kailangan mo may kumuha ng shade guide, tanongin mo yung assistant mo. Oo. Pareho na kulay, yes sir. Di okay na. Diba? May mata ka. But it should not stop you from being a dentist. May some disadvantage lang. Kasi pag nag-resign yung assistant mo, patay ka. Okay. Ano ang limitation ng digital shade guide? The phenomenon of edge loss affects the accuracy of color measure. Sometimes, hindi nila nakukuha yung shade ng edge ng ngipin. Kasi yung ngipin natin hindi flat, tama? Maumbok dito, tapos nagka-flat off dun sa side. So, hindi niya kuminsan yung ibang digital imaging, hindi makuha yung edges niya. May measure at distance sa kanyang incisive. Kasi ganun yung ngipin. Okay? So, isa yon sa limitation. So, translucent mapping is inadequate for all systems. Hindi niya ma-map yung translucent area. Likewise, because meron siyang edge loss. Nasaan ba ang translucent area? Nasa edges. Nasa edge na mission at distal, nandito rin. Sa edge ng incisive. The placement of the probe or mouthpiece seems to be important for repeatability of the measurement. Yung gadget nyo, kailangan pareho ng posisyon. If you move it a little, up, down, right, left, the recorded shade may vary. Okay? Mamaya tatapon mo na mag-visual ka na lang. No digital shade guide is sufficiently advanced to operate in a formulation mode. So, kailangan pa rin yung mata nyo. Sometimes, kung minsan iniisip namin siya, more of suggestive siya. Ika-counter-check mo pa rin siya. Okay? So, the laboratory must have up-to-date system for the successful application of this approach. Ang hirap sa digital, send mo sa laboratory mo, let's say you're doing an FPD or a jacket crown, isa-send mo sa lab mo, sasabihin nila, sir, wala po kaming ganyang system. Patay-patay ka. Hindi mababasa. Babalik ka doon sa dati mong ano. So this approach requires relatively expensive setup. So yun. So ganito po mag-visual shade matching. Okay? So, kapag nag-shade matching kayo, you should do your shade matching in a systematic manner. Okay? Meron kayong steps to follow. So, if you do that, yung shade matching nyo will be more accurate. Wala kang nakakalimutan gawin. Okay? So, sunlight in the middle of the day is considered the optimal for shade selection. Ganun ma? Sa clinic, ilalabas ko po sa gitna ng estema ng aking shade. Okay. Ito ay because of the quality of light in the middle of the day. Kasi, sinasabi nga natin yung CRI, okay, should be at least 90. And usually, sa middle of the day, abot nga yung 90. Okay? So, prior to shade selection, the light to which the patient are most exposed to in their daily routine must be ascertained also. Saan po kayo nagtatrabaho? Okay? If the patient is actually working in an area, artista, puro ilaw, you have to consider that when you are taking the shade. Okay? So, kung medyo madilim-dilim, oo, doon sa DJ na ang tawag nila ba, lounge? Oo, hindi ko na alam kung anong tawag nito. Oo. Madilim. O kahit hindi makapareho ng shade yan. Oo. Ano ko lang. Okay. So, there's such a thing as a color temperature. Okay? Yung 800K, okay? Tuturo ko na naman. Hindi nakikita. Ayan. Makikita nyo, pag 8,000 Kelvin, ito yung nakikita nyo violet line. Okay. 5,500 Kelvin ito. So, ayan yung mga time of day. Okay? Ano sabi natin? Ultra daylight, fluorescent. Pag artificial light, ito yung type of light that will produce this amount of color temperature. Ito yung daylight fluorescent. Di ba pag bumibili kayo ng ilaw, tatanong sa inyo, daylight, warm white, incandescent light bulb. Okay? So, itong mga incandescent light bulb natin is around 2,700 Kelvin. So, ina-assume niya yung sunrise or sunset. Anong sabi na pinaka-ideal? Early in the morning, summer sun at noon. Ito. So, dapat banda dito, daylight fluorescent, ang gagamitin nyo kapag you're going to use the artificial light. Kasi alam mo na clinical, ilalabas natin doon sa ano. So, when you are building your clinic, i-ano nyo na daylight yung fluorescent nyo. If not, you can buy yung daylight fluorescent ring. Para pag kumukuha ka ng shade, i-on mo siya. Okay? Okay. Si CRI is what we call the color rendering index. Ano ang CRI dapat?
90.
90. Okay. Ibig sabihin, pag ang CRI na nakikita mo is 78, pansinin niyo yung color. Medyo mapush out. But if it's at least 90, or anything higher than 90, you would see na napaka-crisp ng color. Okay? So, when you are looking at the tool, okay, na madilim, yung CRI nyo mababa. So will it affect your perception of the actual intensity of the color? Yes. Kaya hindi nyo pwedeng kunan sa dilim. Okay. So, in terms of Kelvin, ayan. Ito, maganda. 4,100 ang Kelvin, mataas rin ang CRI. Okay? Makikita nyo, pag sobrang taas rin ng Kelvin niya, kasi ito yung part na sunrise, sunset na medyo madilim na. Ito yung pinakamaganda. 4,001 ng Kelvin with 90 ang CRI. Pinaka-crisp ang kulay, maganda yung kulay. So, ito yung pwede nyo gamitin. Kung wala kayo, meron. Okay. So, ang tawag nila is bright light 2. Siguro may one, mas improved version. So, yung example natin ng environment, okay? Bright colored surroundings, such as nga yung lipstick nyo, should be avoided. Kasi mag-interfere siya sa perception nyo ng kulay ng ngipin. Okay. So, surface with high gloss would produce disturbing glares and should also be avoided. Hindi nga naka-lipstick pero naka-lip gloss naman yung ano. Paano po yung malangis ang mukha? Oh, nice! Oo. Medyo pagkakot nyo ng kaunti. Ako yan, malangis na. Pakalina. O, ipapakot nyo ng kaunti. Mas lalo itong area ng ilong. Papakot nyo. Okay? Huwag nyo na palagyan ng pulbos. Parang malagyan ko pinakapulbos. Oo. So, yung light gray color is the best surrounding or environment para mas accurate yung pagkila natin. Okay, conditions of the teeth. Okay? The tooth of interest and its adjacent tooth should be free of plaque. Kaya nga, kailangan ino-oral prophylaxis. Tinanggal nyo yung mga Jollibee na kasabit dyan. Okay? Yung mga Starbucks na nakadikit dyan, tatanggalin nyo. The tooth should be moist with saliva. Hindi po pwede i-dry nyo sobra yung ngipin. Because when the tooth is dry or dehydrated, it becomes more opaque. Puti kasi dehydrated. So it will also affect your shade guide or your color matching. So, di ba nakikita nyo naglalagay ng rubber dams? It is very important that before you apply the rubber dam, you try getting the shade already. Kasi yung ibang mga estudyante, ginawa naman na shade. Hindi makukunan ko mamaya, ang tagal na naka-rubber dam. And when you do that, the tooth dehydrates. Okay? Likewise, di ba gagawin niyo siya na may rubber dam? So, hindi na lalawayan. So, your patient, after removing the rubber dam, may feel that the restoration will be a little bit darker. Very slight lang naman. So, try nyo dehydrate yung ngipin muna. Okay? Bago ka magsabi sa sarili mo, OMG, hindi siya magkakaroon na. Kasi it has to take time, a little time, for the tooth to rehydrate. Okay? So, huwag agad mag-react. Distance of the operator, okay. A distance of 61 centimeters or 2 feet to to 183 centimeters or 6 feet. Okay? From the oral cavity is considered ideal. Huwag kang kukuha ng ganito kahaba. So, wala ka na makikita. Okay? Maximum of 6 feet. Actually, pa pwede, pag nakahiga yung pasyente mo, nasa edge ka ng paa ng pasyente. Okay? Or, kapag nakaupo yung pasyente mo, ito yung weekend, okay, pupunta ka doon sa main portion ng kamay. Okay? So, kung medyo may problema yung mata mo, hindi ka farsighted, okay? Kung nearsighted ka, doon ka position. Doon sa may kamay. Mga 2 feet na yun. So, the patient should be positioned in a dental chair such that the patient teeth are level with the operator's eyes. So, isisit niyo yung pasyente, ngayon, mag-approach ka ng kaunti so that the level ng ngipin ng pasyente mo ay naka-level sa mata mo. Why is that? Pag angulated siya, yung reflection of the light from the teeth to your eyes will vary and it will look different. The shade will look different. Sensya na talagang madaming parte yan. Aesthetics niya. The operator should stand directly in front of the patient with the light focused on the teeth. Pag 2 feet kasi hindi pa pwedeng standing directly sa pasyente. Medyo malalayo ka. The shade selection and shade matching should be performed by the dentist, preferably by the dentist. In the morning, when the eye fatigue is minimal. Okay? Pagpahapon na yan, so what we suggest, you do your aesthetic restorations in the morning. Pag naggagawa kayo ng schedule for the patients. Anong ginagawa pag morning? Pedia patient, aesthetics. Okay? Pang gabi, lipoprosto ka. Surgery rin, ayoko ng gabi. Alam niyo bakit? Pag nagka-problema, 4 o'clock ng umaga, takawalan ka. Unlike when you do it in the morning, makakabalik ka at least sa clinic mo dress ka. Address ka. Pero pag okay naman, confident ka naman na tawagan ka alas 4 din, go. Pero yung prosa may pasyente ako, 4 o'clock naman tawag. Kita ko yun, kaya walang Tita, bukas na lang, pumunta ka dito. Ano mang gagawin ko? Babawasan natin ito. Tumulog ka muna. Oo, gano'n. Pagka mag-anak nyo, wala ng bayad. Ang bayad. Nag-graduate ka na pumasakay ng work. Dami yung kamag-anak. Ha? Ano tayo? Oo, pinsan niya ng pinsan ng kapatid na ang haba. Oo, lahat yan, di-discountan mo. Oo. Pag kumari ng nanay mo, libre. Pag ng nanay mo, huwag mo nang i-bill yan, kumari ko yan. Tapos mami, may dalas pang iba. Yan, umura na lang, materials na lang. Yung nanay ko, gusto maging hubad-hubad. Hubad-hubad ako. The squint test. Ano yung squint test? Pwede kong isalunan ka para mas makita mo yung kulay. Okay? So, selection by restricting the light entering your eyes. Okay? It is performed by bringing the eyelids closer and then looking at the shade guide and the natural tooth. The color that fades from the view is the one that is least conspicuous in comparison to the tooth. Kung ano yung mawawala sa paningin mo, yun yung kakareha. Yung mag-fade, yung shade guide. O mag-fade, yung composite bottom. Ayon, yung kakareha. Okay. Hanggang saan pa ba ito? Makunti na lang. Requirements. Shade of the tooth should be determined before the teeth are subjected to the wrong value as mentioned. Good lighting is necessary when color selection is made. Kaya, conscious kayo doon sa Kelvin, conscious kayo doon sa CRI. Ano ibig sabihin ng CRI? Narinig mo niya? Oh, diba? Parang tama. Color rendering. Light source. Natural light most preferred. Kaya kung minsan, pag hindi ma-determine ng estudyante namin, pinapupunta namin dun sa Esteban. Hindi. Dun sa may window lang. Okay? Para mas maganda yung tingin dun sa color-corrected operating light or ceiling light. Ngayon, makikita nyo ibang dental clinic, meron na ilaw pag ano, plus the pilot one. Because they know it is very important that your dental operatory is well lighted. So dental operating light should be moved away to decrease the intensity and allow effect of shadows to be seen. During restoration, may point yan, tinatanggal namin talaga yung ilaw. Bakit lalakad ba yung pasyente nung may pilot light? Wala. Kaya tinatanggal namin yan to determine kung medyo nagpapareho na talaga yung color as you will see the color in natural light. Kasi kung minsan may ilaw, pareho-pareho kung tanggal namin, mas maitim o mas maputi. Okay? So ano yung gagawin mo? Kasi pa-follow mo yung nandun sa natural light. Not unless, ma'am, dali niyo po yung pilot light ko. Habang ngumingiti ko kayo na may pilot light. Hindi po nangyayari sa buhay yun. So, konti na lang. Kasi paus na. So, ano po yung procedure in visual shade matching? So, shade taking after cleaning the tooth. Choose the appropriate light. Okay? Look at the whole mouth and make a general assessment of the hue. Okay? Whether the teeth are generally brown, yellow, or gray. Okay? Ito po yung inyong kodigo. Okay? Para hindi mahirapan mag-determine. So, choose the appropriate shade. Hold the entire shade guide near the tooth to determine the general color. Pansinin niyo yung shade guide nyo ko in pen. Diba? Nakabaliktad siya doon sa handle. Ito yung incisal ng cervical. Okay? Pag mag-shade guide kayo, iikot nyo kung kung upper anterior yan. Kasi, ang tendency, if you are taking the shade guide incisal against the cervical, magdi-differ talaga yung kulay niyan. Because the cervical has a darker color and the incisal has a lighter color. Eh, baliktad. Ito yung incisal ng shade guide, ito yung cervical. Nakaganon. Hindi ba dapat baliktad? So you can actually turn it. Okay, pag anterior upper. Pag mandibular, o di office. Okay. Kasi makikita ko, baliktad doon ko gano'n, pipicturan pa yan. Okay. Hold it and select the specific tab beside the area of the tooth to be restored. Determine the chroma. Choose the shade for the cervical, the body, and the incisor. So, magkakaiba na kulay. Usually, darkest, okay, darkest on cervical, okay. Yung mas lighter than the cervical, yung incisal is the lightest. Okay? The shade tab should be partially covered with the patient's lip. Okay? So, clinician tab, o pwede naman yung pang-cover para hindi puro puti yung nakikita mo. So, you will mimic, okay, the the normal appearance of the bulk of the patient. So create a natural effect of shadows. The cervical area is usually dark, as mentioned. Make the selection as rapid as possible. 5 to 7 seconds mo lang ibibigyan. Okay? After that, mag-e-error ka na. Okay? So, ito po. Pansinin nyo, nakabaliktad natin siya guys. Okay? Ganyan nyo. Kasi kung minsan, makukuha nyo siya, nakabaliktad siya. So, ganun mo. Yung incisal, naka-ganun. Tapos kinukuha nyo na ito yung incisal ng shade guide. Magkakamali kayo sa pagkuha. So, ayan yun. In determining the unit, tingnan nyo kung anong kakulay. Yung A, reddish brown. Mukhang reddish brown siya. Okay? Usually, yung gray would appear more white than ano. Isa yan sa mahirap gawin. Next meeting, magdadala kayo ng shade guide. Activity natin yung mag-shade taking kayo yan sa mga classmates. Classmates, please brush your teeth. Okay. I-floss nyo na rin. Okay, so, yun po. Ito po yung dapat na gagawin natin laboratory exercise.